God, you need a haircut. Ugh. Aloha, motherfathers. Welcome in.
You can't be telling staff members here they just need a haircut.
If they found out we employed my son, I'm pretty sure that would be at a cancellation. Like YouTube find a way to pull us. It wouldn't just be like the 6 countries we're not allowed in now. It'd be like all of them. So it's got to be special with that.
We're breaking
Kyle,
all sorts of labor rules on this show.
Yeah, you can see the names above us. I'm Kyle. He's AA. I'm 3 Pepto-Bismol chewables deep today. You're talking about whatever you're talking about.
Yeah, we had Pete and I. We had a good discussion. We used to both work in our local community service departments back in the day. Over in Solon, they let them do everything, and in Maple, I think I joined when we were allowed to do nothing. When I worked at 18, I want to say, I did a lot of manly things when I worked at the service.
The mayor just gives Pete the key to his office. Like, hey, come over whenever you want.
Actually, I wasn't allowed to work for the city. I worked for the schools.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because my dad was finance director, so he basically said, nope, it could look like nepotism, so don't even bother because they will.
Baby.
Yeah. So
Nepo,
I worked for the schools and did that for 5 years.
Baby.
That's right. No eagle got nothing on you, Pete. You ain't seen nothing yet.
It figures, you think that someone, you find out they're a Nepo baby, and it just changes your whole perspective on them. I mean, it's unbelievable. That Pete, he appears as a hardworking individual that puts in the hours and works extra shifts. He's on call all the time. Turns out, fucking Nepo baby.
You really are on call all the time. What are you talking
I'm on call.
I'm on call all the time. My phone's
I'm on call. I'm on call right now.
He's on call right now.
Yeah.
He go dip out.
He's on a call right now. He's producing. What is he doing?
Get
off the phone.
No, he gonna be on call doing the AEW segment.
Yeah. Won't we all be?
Pete doesn't even watch pro wrestling. He hates AEW.
Well, if you listen to us long enough, I'm sure you can grasp an opinion if you don't really have one before.
I have. Anytime we do what I feel an anti-AEW segment.
You try to walk it back a little bit. Oh, but they did this. Was kind of cool.
Not today. But what I did do today, I'm like, let me reach out, as we always do, because maybe we're too biased against AEW. So I'm like, let me reach out to some friends and see, what they're saying. And yeah, they're all lockstep with us. So.
And again, friends, colleagues, people we know, people that have been wrestling fans for a long time. You saw the panel. We're going to have another one. Maybe to start the year or something like that. We'll kick it off, whatever. But
And again, like I said, it will not be sunshine and roses talking about the WWE product.
This isn't,
with the show. But I have to, but when we get to it, Tony Khan did an interview today. We'll play some clips from that. I have to respond to a comment from TikTok. We post our highlights over there. I have to respond. It's not a direct. I can understand the frustration. Hey, here's a guy wearing a WWE shirt saying anti-AEW. I get it. Believe me, I get it. I understand.
That's why I always wear neutral colors, and I am equally as unfair to both. So that's, if you do something bad, you can check the tape. I've called out Triple H a couple times too when he's made mistakes, especially recently.
Even on this episode, it might happen.
Maybe, you never know.
Maybe.
It just might. It's almost like you're teasing the rundown.
Oh yeah, I got rid of the rundown graphic.
It's probably for the best because you used to spoil shit. Especially in the intermediate graphic, coming up next, and when you had the list of top 20 wrestlers and you had a top 10, I'm like, well, there goes the segment. I'm like, all right.
Well, okay, in fairness, I was running short of time.
Yeah.
And prepping for the show.
So you thought we'd do more work instead of less. Turn that down.
What kind of legacy we talking about here,
Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me.
Oh.
It's a Monsters, Inc. reference. If anyone got that? No?
No,
you should get it. You're a millennial. What about you, Pete? Kids, you saw Monsters Inc., didn't you?
It's been a minute.
Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me.
It's been a minute.
Oh yes, the musical.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was Wicked comes out this week.
I don't care.
You should. It's a good movie.
I don't.
I'll watch it when
it's a good movie. It's a musical.
Well, it was a movie.
Ariana Grande's a movie star. I'm a professional wrestler.
Did you hear, by the way, that?
Well, she sings really well.
Her and her co-star in that movie, they are not in a relationship. But
Cynthia Erivo.
Yeah. but they are about as close to being in a relationship as you could describe.
I'm sorry, but have you seen the way those two act together? It is creepy.
I never saw the first one. So
No. I mean, I don't mean in the musical. I mean, like on red carpet things and interviews. It is freaking creepy.
So they are very, 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 very curious about each other.
I think
sure. That's one way to put it.
No.
It's
they've said like, "Oh, we're doing this."
No. I'm just saying if you watch the interactions,
it
is not normal.
Hold up.
Making white men uncomfortable. 2025. She touched her like that. Ooh, dude.
No,
Watch two girls that go to the gym together and tell me how uncomfortable you feel. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, you got a point there.
It's almost like they're like really famous and want to push narratives out to push their movie and make it seem like they're like,
Yeah.
This is all a freaking simulation anyway.
Let's talk about Alexa because she is my favorite promo of the week. But first, do we do have we agreed to play the commercial first now?
I think it's best just for the future of the show to get Mike out of the way as soon as possible, like him talking.
Wow. Wow. That is not.
I've been holding
the
that
right
line.
way.
I've been holding that line for a week and waiting, like patiently. Like
that is not.
No, but you know what? It is his segment, and it makes sense to top it off to start it all with the man himself telling you why insurance is important. Not only obviously just the basics, but what he can specifically do for you. Without further ado, Mike,
take it away.
Your sweet, dulcet tones.
What should fans who might be watching you here in Cleveland for the first time, they look you up on the website, on the app, they call you, what should they expect?
Yeah, I mean, first off, between me and my team, you're going to get one of us. If you want to deal directly with the man, you're more than welcome to. I don't mind. I love working with customers because I look at it this way. I have a lot of good life experience financially. I've said 12 years of banking. I've got now 2.5 years of insurance. I have a lot of money and just kind of life and financial stuff knowledge. So that's what I look to do is to truly help people. Get from that point A to point B financially. It's not about just, saving money on auto insurance, sure. But if I can kind of turn that into a better discussion, really help people understand what actually insurance does, why it's important, because it's not a tangible. I joke when I leave that I lock the office door so no one steals all the insurance, but there's not just insurance laying around. So like there's just it's kind of a mystery kind of component in people's lives that they think is a scam and all the different things you hear. It's not. It can feel like it sometimes. I'm not even going to say that it doesn't, but if you understand how it works and understand and have a person who you can go to help with those kind of situations, that's what we're here to do. That's what my team's here to do. That's what I'm here to do, and that's what I take a lot of pride and have a lot of passion in, obviously, as you can probably tell. So,
well, I know you said the joke, hey, we lock the door so no one steals the insurance, but it's exactly right.
Pet insurance. Got to get it. Might go make it happen for you.
Yeah, he did. For someone I knew recently.
There you go.
Yeah, so take advantage of it.
There you go.
It's a great opportunity.
No, he does a great job. Mike Fabert, pro wrestler. We're going to see him at Exodus Journey 3, where we had just learned, by the way, that VIP has sold out as of today's taping. It has sold out. So a lot of stack matches, including Richard Holiday.
Making his return.
He is making his return. That's going to be a tough matchup.
I'm not going to lie. I thought for sure he was about to get signed by like AEW or something like that, or he was about to move.
He should be. He should be.
Even I think he does work obviously NWA, but I thought like he was going to go to one of the three because he was like right on the doorstep, and MJF was doing stuff with Hammerstone and everything too. And I'm like, okay, well they're just missing Holiday and that's their group, but he's staying around a little while longer, so we appreciate that.
No, so yeah, he's doing great stuff.
We still need to get him on the show. That would be my ideal. If I had one of the wish lists for the episode 100 guest list. Finding a way to get him and EC3 on the same show would be hilarious.
I would like that.
I think that would be great.
I would like that.
Obviously, still his promotion, still kind of running the ship there and bringing him back. I'm sure begrudgingly, but hey, sometimes it just you got to be 6'4" with a mustache to turn some heads. So
since you're going to the show, you got to see Brandon Beretta. And if your son ever gets in trouble, make him raise the board for Brandon Beretta, and then lower the board for the plan.
I was gonna make him put together a PowerPoint about why he needs to do better. Does that make
sense? There you go. But no, Mike Fabert, he does an unbelievable job. He works for you, and works whether you're a pet owner, whether you. If you don't have reliable car insurance, please, we drive out here every week, and day in and day out, I'm more appreciative of Mike Fabert's car insurance plans because these drivers out here are nuts. Unbelievable.
I drove by, and it was just a bunch of acorns in a chair. I was like, oh, literally nuts.
That's how they drive. But yeah, auto insurance, homeowners insurance, renters insurance, life insurance, the life insurance, all of it's important, but especially life insurance. You don't want to get caught in a bind if something terrible happens. So definitely hit up Mike. Mike Fabert, the My Fabert promo of the week, which we'll play in just a moment. But 216-932-6900.
Website's myfabert, Fabert, agent.com. Best part about Mike, too, it's a customization type thing. Maybe you already have some things covered, but you've had something in the back of your head about life, about something else, whatever it is. He can kind of fill those gaps in, or he can present a better option for you overall that makes you want to switch and take the best possible deal you can to protect yourself, protect your family, everything you hold near and dear.
Yeah, definitely. And also, if you're just a mobile user, go to the State Farm app, type in his name, Mike Fabert, and his information will pull right up. And the reason why we do the promo of the week, because he values talking, and
yes.
He values promo work and excellent promo work.
I want to ask him what his shortest conversation with a client's been. I think that's easier than asking what his longest one was.
That's a good...
It's easy to talk to, but I mean, like, you blink and be like, we've been here for an hour and a half, kind of like we did. We were like, oh.
Yeah.
Wow, okay, yeah. It's like
getting
dark
flies.
In the summer. Yeah, like we need to go.
And the time flies. Alexa Bliss got straight to the point when she was like, Charlotte, where the blank were you? Like, you got all these problems with all these other people. Who is she? Rhea had a problem with Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
Well,
which again was weird. You saw the Raw Reacts too that I put out. Charlotte was the heel in every single one of those matches against Rhea. So, like, if anyone should be not trusting someone, it should be, Rhea with Charlotte. But yeah.
Well, Alexa was like, "Dog, where are you? Let's watch this courtesy of WWE and the Netflix."
Oh, I'll tell you what, last week she left me and I got my ass beat just because you don't like Rhea Ripley. You're Charlotte Flair. When have you ever cared about liking people? And when have you ever cared about people liking you? And that I needed my best friend? Yeah, I said it, my best friend. That's when you decide to take a stance. That's when you decide to prove a point just because you don't like someone? What the hell, Charlotte?
We call that friends holding friends accountable.
We call that how to handle business against the most annoying chant in professional wrestling.
Yeah, she did a good job. Did a really good job.
Man.
I mean,
stop it. Stop with that chant, please.
It's just a reminder of the what stuff is whatever, but I mean, no pun intended. But I mean, like, it's a reminder how good she is. You forget because she was gone for so long because she had the kid and everything too and all that. But I mean, like, no, she can work, she can cut a promo. There's a reason why she's a 5-time women's champion. I mean, she does some great stuff.
And she's a cutthroat promo person too. Like it felt like just because not only has she been away, but when she's been back, she's with the Wyatts and then of course Charlotte and everything. So we haven't seen a promo from Alexa of that caliber in several years.
There's been like a lot of we talked about Charlotte before this too. Like, what does she do now? There's not really a lot to work with here. Like what? And the same was kind of for Alexa. If she wasn't going to be a part of the Wyatt group, I mean, like, what is she doing? And the fact that she still just hasn't even really dabbled at all in that side is kind of strange. But I mean, this was a great idea. Whoever came up with it, putting those two together, it's worked really well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what happens after Wargames. I don't know if they're going to branch them off, if they're going to keep them together and go for the titles again. I have no idea.
Well, she did reference in the promo that
We can win it back. Yeah,
you can win it back. They don't need to win it back, but you do have a ready-made feud. That's a short-term feud with Nia and Lash Legends. So
those two are like a WrestleMania tag team match. Like if they were the champions, I'd put them in a match on the card against Lash and Nia or someone like that in a WrestleMania match. Absolutely. I mean, if they're not going to be going for a title, they kind of both have gotten to this point in their career where if you're not going to be fighting for a championship, what are you doing? And this is a pivot off of that. And it made the Wargames, finally make a little more sense. Looks like Charlotte came to her senses. Apparently Io and Rhea Ripley had the same kind of relationship as Ariel Grande and Cynthia Vivo, at least according to you two. But, I mean, I don't know. Everyone's hugging everybody.
Yeah. You won't see that here.
Don't touch me.
No, you won't see that here. Fuck.
But Tai Chi. But no, and then
Io was hilarious though. I loved how it happened though.
Yeah, she's like, "Are we hugging the taller women in the room right now?" Okay, yeah, fine.
That was a cool moment too, because Charlotte broke character. Basically.
Oh, she breaks easily. Yeah.
Oh, it was great. It was great
for as great of an athlete and wrestler Charlotte's been. She breaks a lot.
She does. Yeah. She does.
But it also obviously gives clarity to the Wargames match. We do know now that it looks like it's going to be AJ and Becky kind of involved too, with the later segment with Rhea and AJ. So that's awesome.
Yeah. And we'll talk more about the women's war game matches a little bit. But, yeah, this is the promo of the week just because Alexa Bliss reminded people this week why she is one of the best promo people in the business. Honorable mention, we don't have the clip, but you can go find it. Honorable mention, it happened on NXT. Obafemi, his return against with Ricky Saints, and he was like the ruler's back, daddy's home, and all that. And, the New York crowd there went nuts. Again, if it was, you're lucky I'm not running WWE, because if I was running WWE, Oba would never lose a match until WrestleMania 45.
Well, he wouldn't be in NXT anymore either. But
oh hell no, no. But
why? Again, whatever.
Because now he has to lose to Ricky. He has to lose.
There could be some shenanigans. You never know.
Yeah, there has to be a way where you can work your. I don't know. We'll talk about it on Tuesdays. But good stuff there. Of course, we mentioned before the claims adjuster. And again, like we told you, the VIP tickets have sold out for Journey 3. You still get general admission tickets, standing room tickets, of course. But these shows are phenomenal. To tell you where Exodus is in terms of popularity, remember the last show, they went up against NXT here locally, here in Cleveland. And there were a ton of families, because NXT, overcharges, like the rest of WWE these days, a lot of new people went over to Exodus. And a lot of kids, a lot of families went to the last Exodus show back in October, and they put on a phenomenal show. And, you're going to see some great stars. Also here locally, Nick Nemeth is going to be competing here at AIW. Mm-hmm. So we'll talk more about that a little as we get closer to that event. But Nick Nemeth, a little busy outside of Sirius XM, because I hear him every week on Sirius XM. But, he was busy on Monday, which we'll talk about here in a bit. All right, here we go. Let's start. The men's War Games match. Is it set? It's set. It's ready to go. So the teams are the heel team, Brock Lesnar, Drew McIntyre, Bronson Reed, Logan Paul, and Braun Breaker. And then on the men's side, Cody Rhodes, Jimmy Uso, Jey Uso, CM Punk, Roman Reigns. Now, for me, the heel side in terms of how the team came together, for me, I can't speak for you, obviously, but the heel side makes sense in terms of Paul Heyman putting the team together, the vision. There's professional, background history with Brock Lesnar, their business relationship with Brock Lesnar, and Drew McIntyre is more of a anti-authority type pickup. So the heel side makes sense. It looks like everyone's locked and stuff on the heel side. If you say, hey, who should win this match at War Games, I would actually say the heels. just because we haven't seen the heels win the WWE War Games in a while. But the babyface side, I know this is an all-star type setup, basically, but I have several questions, like several. Number one, as you have astutely put for weeks, Roman Reigns said he doesn't want to see his cousins until Christmas. Bro, it ain't even Thanksgiving yet, and you showed up. I want to know why. I want to know.
Because John Cena has an IC title match. That's why.
Storyline reason, I want to know why. Storyline reason, I want to know, when did the Usos, they're cool again? Storyline reason, Jay, you super kicked or you pushed Jimmy out of the ring to prevent, you're supposed to work as a team, but you cost him his world championship opportunity.
Well, to be fair, they did on-screen dap up after that, and they were cool. And they're also, that's their thing. They fight, they make up. They fight, they make up. They argue a little bit, then they're fine.
But,
the Roman thing is a little more questionable. It feels that they're trying to build to Roman and Punk. I think that's what they're... Even with the interaction afterwards, I was on social media when Roman said, or when CM Punk said, if you're going to stab me in the back, you're going to make an enemy out of me. And he said, don't worry about it. I'll stab you in the front. I'll look you in your eyes, into your soul, and I'll stab you in the front. He was like, all right. Cody's like, yeah, you will. So, I mean, they're teasing that. But
so I guess for me, I know they're going to have a War Games advantage match on Monday.
Yeah. But who the hell knows is going to wrestle in that? I have no idea.
Which is fine.
Maybe Braun and Cody.
I need to see, maybe in the opening segment, I need to hear from Roman. We got to hear from Roman.
Yeah,
we need to hear, number one, who decided for him to be on the team?
I'm sure.
By the way, who's the captain of the babyface team anyway?
I think technically it's Punk's team, even though they put Cody up front. Because it was Punk and the Usos first.
Right.
So, I mean, I would imagine it's Team Punk versus Team Heyman.
So they have to establish on television who selected Roman. I can even live with Roman just saying, hey, I'm, OTC, I do whatever the hell I want, which is fine, but then you got to say why you wanted to do that.
Yeah, and this wouldn't be the first time that Punk and Roman were on a Survivor Series War Games team together. In fact, they just did it last year. So, I mean, that's nothing new. The only person, besides Roman a little bit, but I get it, the only person that does not fit in this match at all is Drew McIntyre. It kind of undermines Nick Aldis for the suspension thing. They had an angle where they could have played that out. I imagine that's going to lead to a match at some point with him and Nick.
I will hope so.
Because they're teasing it pretty damn hard.
I really hope so.
I firmly believe right now, release Austin Theory. Release him.
Oh, the Austin Theory thing is done.
Release him. I want to see an article tomorrow that says Austin Theory has been released by WWE. Let that man go. Because this is ridiculous.
I wonder.
They had
anything.
A telltale sign. He was injured for a little bit, and I think it was like a shoulder. It was an arm-ish injury. So a couple months, whatever, he should be okay. But nah. Unless he's still hurt. Correct me if I'm wrong. And that's why he's not a part of this. We didn't need Drew McIntyre. That's when he said, when he walked back, I said in the reacts too, when Paul Heyman said, when you see who I have up next, I was like, it'd be really interesting if he pulled like a Grayson Waller out and they actually gave like a younger guy a chance to just be a part of this, because I don't know, the whole point is the vision. The vision is bringing back 40, almost 50-year-old Brock Lesnar, who still looks like he's 20, but whatever. I mean, to come through and just wreck everybody, that's the vision? Or is it to actually invest in the youth? I mean, you have Logan Paul, you have three guys besides, I think Bronson Reed's in his mid-30s or whatever, but Braun Breaker, 28, 27, Logan Paul, 28, 29, something like that. You got these young guys that are going to be around for the next 10, 15 years. And then you pull Brock Lesnar and Drew McIntyre out of there. Again, Brock, I get because of the Paul Heyman connection, but it would have been really cool to see Grayson Waller. And then on the babyface side, instead of Roman Reigns, that's where you pull Austin Theory out. He was getting that kind of reaction when he left. He was getting the cheers. Capitalize on it. Give these guys an opportunity, because Wargames is about settling scores. It's about going to war. Those two have a built-in story that could kick that off for a whole winter into spring, possibly even a WrestleMania match. That's could be one of their specialty matches. Like it could be a cage match or a Las Vegas street fight or whatever the hell. I mean, you could do that as the blow-off at the end, but they have an opportunity. And if he's healthy, there's no reason not to put him in this. Well, either way, on either side.
I think
I'd love to see a babyface Austin Theory. I'm really curious how that looks like.
I've wrote off Austin Theory in terms of him coming back. I mean, and until I see it, I just don't.
He'll
believe
wrestle
it'll
again.
happen.
I just don't know where. Like, and if this isn't it, and he's healthy,
it's not going to be it.
Shame on you.
It's not going to be it. What they wanted to do here, and I just thought about this.
A bunch of names in a match.
Well, what they wanted to do here, this is the last card that's going to feature John Cena, Roman Reigns, and Brock Lesnar on the same card. Wrestling.
Yeah.
On the same card. So this is...
Oh, we're missing his Randy Orton. We have a partridge in a pear tree.
Mm-hmm. But, and then... So this basically is like the last hoo-ah, basically, of utilizing John Cena. Even though he's not in the Wargames match, he's in the IC title match with Dominic Mysterio, which to me it seems like that was by John Cena's request.
Probably didn't want to wrestle this match. I don't blame him.
And like, yeah, I wouldn't want him to wrestle this match either.
Even though it'd be fun because he could be able to get in the ring with Braun Breaker and Bronson and Drew and Logan again.
But like all these guys on the babyface side, even if there's a, soul, or not a soul survivor, basically, but everyone on the babyface side should get crushed in some way, shape, or form. Roman will look strong, but
I imagine Roman and Cody will look good. I think Punk will probably play a little bit of a down roll.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Jimmy's probably eating the pin. Well, honestly, it makes the most sense for Braun to either pin Punk or Cody. I mean, unless they want to just roll it back and have Bronson pin Roman again.
Well,
why not?
Here's the thing. I think Brock Lesnar is the interesting point. Like, there's a couple of discussions that you can go with this. And you were joking about the barbershop. I was there this afternoon.
Yeah, all of a sudden Drew McIntyre's cool with teaming with Brock Lesnar. That guy, that was his biggest... Remember 2020 to 2022, 23, when those two went at it multiple times and Drew eliminated Brock in the last Royal Rumble before the pandemic and that huge reaction. And then,
so we got to hear on SmackDown why that, Drew works at SmackDown, but he's suspended. I don't know.
Who the hell knows what's going on with this? That's what I'm saying. That's why it doesn't fit. Like, you want someone in that spot that can be
But the problem is Triple H.
maneuverable.
But the problem is Triple H refuses, other than Dom Mysterio, which again I think was by Cena's choice.
Yeah.
He has these group of younger guys, not counting Braun Breaker, but like a group of younger guys that he just flat out refuses to really push.
I don't know.
So, like, Austin Theory's not even in the conversation.
I want to know how.
And then Grayson Waller was even on. He had a throwaway with New Day that showed up internationally on a Netflix commercial. So they're not there.
I don't know. My bigger question, too, with the heel team is, like, Braun Breaker and Brock Lesnar. Like, how is that going to work?
I don't know.
Now Braun is the leader of that group. Is he just supposed to just be okay?
Brock Lesnar's in the center of the graphic.
And Cody's in the center of his because he's the main champion. Ironically enough, they have the heavyweight title on Punk. It's just hiding. But, like, it's like, okay. I mean, well, what do we... So Braun's just going to be okay with Brock Lesnar coming in? I mean,
Braun was okay with not competing for a title.
For a week.
He was okay.
Two, and then
Braun Breaker should be the world champion right now. Mm-hmm. And the writing cooled him off considerably. He's cooled off.
I still think
there's a reason why Braun Breaker... Where is he in the graphic?
He's behind Brock. But
yeah,
I think that those two should be in a WrestleMania match together.
But then Brock and Braun?
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but that's not going to happen.
I don't think we're getting Gunther. I don't think Brock wants to work with Gunther, honestly.
No, your WrestleMania main event, we know the four people who will be in the main event. We know the four people, and they're all over 40. We know the four people. We know it's going to Brock, Roman, Cody, and Punk. We know the 4. It's just a matter of which pairing is going to go. One pairing is going to be Saturday. The other is Sunday.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then
They're just
here's
the
the
names. That doesn't mean they're the main events. They're just superstars.
Oh, I think that because again,
No, because they brought the same. They're bringing the 5 or 6 girls to do the same thing that the guys just did with the table, and not all of them are going to be in the main event either. They're just main event level talent. When you think of these superstars of the company. These are 4 guys that stand above.
Until Triple H proves to me that he is committed to pushing one of these young guys into that main event seat, I don't buy it.
No, I mean, Cody will be in one of the main events because he'll be champion. I think Punk could end up facing Cody. I don't think you're getting Roman and Brock again. I think you would get Roman and
I think they wanted to. I don't think they should.
No.
But I watch. So here's the interesting thing. I'm glad you brought that up. The New York crowd, hot throughout the show, right? Hot for the Cena stuff.
What?
Hot when OTC came out.
What?
Hot whenever all the other things were happening. They teased the face-off between Roman and Brock.
And I did not care.
No one cared. Not a single pop.
We've seen it enough. Like it was fun for what it was. It's never going to get better than SummerSlam.
And to me, I hope that was because sometimes they'll do this. They'll have the face-off test. I hope that was a test to say, don't do that. I hope that's what it is. I hope you saw there, hey, you know what? If we are committed to Roman Reigns winning the Royal Rumble, main eventing WrestleMania, hopefully it's not against Brock Lesnar. Hopefully he's facing CM Punk. Like, that's the fresh matchup. Hopefully it is him and CM Punk.
You think Brock and Punk is a fresh matchup?
Compared to the other pairings.
I don't think they should.
Compared to the other pairings.
The only pairing of the 4 that makes sense is Cody and Punk. I don't want to see anything else.
But that's what you're gonna. And again, they're gonna have to use Brock in some way, shape, or form.
You have 2 guys, either Gunther or Braun Breaker, that make a hell of a lot more sense.
I don't want to see Gunther.
I don't know. We'll see how this goes.
I don't.
If he beats John, if he ends up winning this tournament, which I think he might, and then
I don't want to see that.
I don't know.
But the problem is they have boxed themselves in. To me,
I want to see that match. I want to see Gunther versus Brock. I don't think they're going to do it, but I want to see it. That would be fun because Gunther's one of the only guys in the company that's physical enough to wrestle Brock's style.
That's fine. If we're talking about seeing that at WrestleMania, no.
Yeah. Well,
no, not at WrestleMania.
The way they think of Gunther, he's either a champion or he's about to be a champion. So they have him on that level, and there's certain pedestals you can use someone like Brock. I don't want Brock in a title match. I'm sorry, I don't. He does not need to be in a title match.
Well, he's going to be. And I'm not saying it's the right thing to do, but
then he'll face Cody. He won't face Roman.
But you had this man beat Cena at WrestlePalooza, and then
which meant nothing, but whatever.
Because
John bounced right back and won 5 straight matches, so it obviously didn't mean shit. But whatever.
And I think the way they see Brock Lesnar, give me another monster heel in WWE.
It was Rowan for a while.
Yeah, and now it's not.
Well, Brock's also part-time, too, so you're not really going to get a lot of story out of him.
I understand
anymore.
That, but they know that, like, when all these cities bid for major events, Saudi Arabia, Royal Rumble, Las Vegas with WrestleMania, Brock is one of those names that they want.
I think, unfortunately, you're talking me into Brock and Cody.
I don't know, because I was thinking about and this is going to be a longer discussion. We got months to figure it out. Because I'm like, unless Triple H pivots away and actually moves up one of those young guys, I keep thinking of the 4: Punk, Roman, Brock, and Cody. I keep thinking of the 4, and I'm like, which pairing would work? There's another, like, whatever pairing's right, the other pairing's wrong, or they're both mid in terms of pairings.
I don't want to see Roman and Brock again. I got enough of Punk and Brock the first time Punk was in the company. Those were not good matches. I'm sorry, I didn't like them at all. Like that's like I think Punk liked it. He liked working with him because Heyman was involved too. So they had like the nucleus of the 3 working together. But I don't have a burning desire to see that. Like,
so in that theory, sorry. So
yeah, put Austin Theory in the freaking Vision. What are we doing?
So Punk or Cody are going to have to drop the title before WrestleMania.
I could see a scenario where, and this would be Braun Breaker's come to Jesus moment. Let's say Braun beats Punk for the World Championship at the next whatever.
Right.
It's not going to be Saturday Night's main event, but
We'll say Rumble. We'll say Royal Rumble.
Sure, even though Punk, that would obviously open things up for Elimination Chamber. Elimination Chamber is in Chicago.
Correct.
So that would make a lot of sense. So Breaker wins. Whatever happens, and we get a triple threat at Mania. Breaker, Reigns, Lesnar for the World Championship. And Paul Heyman, again, is in the triple threat conundrum of who do I help? Now I have this young stud, but I have the tribal chief who I still have.
You're almost running the story back.
And which they have shown they will recycle stuff with different characters sometimes. And then the other match will obviously be Cody. Okay, I get the winner of the Elimination Chamber. It's the same story from last year with John, but this time it's Punk. But Punk is already kind of a douche, so it doesn't really matter. He's in Chicago. He's not losing in Chicago. If he's in the Elimination Chamber match, he's winning the match.
And that's how you arrive to Punk and Cody.
Which that's the match I really want to see because those are the two best wrestlers in the company.
And if Seth Rollins was healthy, Punk obviously wouldn't be a world champion if Seth Rollins was healthy.
No, it would be Seth, and then Seth would be in this freaking vortex.
And,
or whatever
right. I think in terms of the War Games match itself, and we'll more so preview the War Games match.
I just booked WrestleMania.
Right, we have a bigger discussion about WrestleMania. We're doing a live show next Friday, I believe. So next Friday we'll preview this match itself
all the way through.
I just think there's a lot of loose ends, particularly on the babyface side, that has to be tied together. Yeah. I just plead with Triple H. Listen, do not fall into the trap that the old WCW fell into when WCW was good, which is just rely on your 40-year-olds. Like, actually, you got... Please. There's a ton of names.
You got to put them to bed. Night-night.
There's a ton... Right. There's a ton of names that are available. There's a ton of names that should be pushed.
You can rely on these guys, but don't put them against each other. Like, build other people up with this. Like, I would not mind seeing Braun Breaker, Brock Lesnar, and Roman Reigns just because of Braun's inclusion in that as the champion going in because he's retaining the title. He's not losing to Brock or to Roman in that match. So, like, that's fun for me. I want to see the build up to that kind of match.
There's one other thing I was thinking about too. And this might be a panel question when we bring in the panel. So, since Triple H has taken over, there's always been a big storyline to, like, carry WWE for the year. For a while, it was, the Bloodline, but the Bloodline, kind of broke apart and everything like that.
Cody's story kind of coincided with that.
Mm-hmm. And then this year, John Cena.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking,
who's next?
Yeah.
Dun.
What's the big story in 26?
You thought I was done? Hey, Brock, you're next.
Take yourself to AEW. Actually, Goldberg at AEW would be interesting.
No, it wouldn't.
For like an episode.
He'd be the best wrestler on the entire
for an episode.
Entire show. Yeah, it'd be great.
But in my mind,
Tony would pay for Bret Hart to show up and have Bret Hart and Goldberg do a face to face.
Oh, jeez. But like in my mind, I don't see a scenario as of this moment. To me, Roman Reigns is winning the Royal Rumble. And
I still think there's an outside chance that either Punk or Dom wins it.
Listen.
Dom's being put up here in this spot with John and just in general, where it's like, okay. Like,
listen,
hey.
I think Dominic Mysterio is going to win a signature event in 26. Now, do you wait a ton of time for Money in the Bank, which next year will be, I think it's September. Ugh.
Ew, really?
Yeah.
Why?
That's the New Orleans show. They got screwed over.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, whoopsie.
But I guess for me, for those who think, we don't criticize WWE, I guess for me, give me some freaking surprises, Triple H.
Yeah, not like the...
Give me Give me, hey, you know what? Dom is going to win the Royal Rumble instead of the predictable Roman Reigns OTC. Give me some kind of give me something.
Well, we said that Punk was our pick originally, just because it's time. Like, he needs to win that. That's like one of the few things he hasn't done yet.
But he already has the
But
championship.
he has
now.
the championship, so he'd have to probably wrestle for the title and lose it at Rumble. And then Elimination Chamber being in Chicago, he's going to have a match on that card. It kind of feels like they're booking themselves into, okay, lose the championship to Brock, to Braun Breaker, whoever at Royal Rumble. And unfortunately, probably going to get Brock and CM Punk at Rumble. And then come back for Survivor Series, or come back for Elimination Chamber in Chicago, end of February, win that, face Cody at Mania. That's your night 2 main event, is Cody versus Punk for the real title of WWE. That kind of thing.
War Games is a good opportunity to set things up. A perfect way to close out the year would be for Randy Orton to finally come back and RKO Cody Rhodes. But, let him keep window dressing the WWE Championship. Let him keep going. Again, we'll fully break down the men's War Game match next week. We do have developments on the women's side. We talked a little bit about it when we were talking about Alexa Bliss.
Those teams they're
Io's
essentially
guy.
set too. Yeah, Io's hilarious. But
yeah, the teams are basically set now.
hey, guess what? There are 3 Japanese wrestlers in this match. Only one of them is actually talented. Can you guess which one it is?
It's the one that's wearing the pink pants.
Yeah, which is crazy to think about. But when you see what the other 2 look like, this is tame. So yeah,
Asuka has a bit of talent. You're being harsh on
she
Asuka.
had a bit of talent.
You're being harsh on Asuka.
No, I'm not. This is I said it last week, and I'm going to say it again. Like, I can think of at least 10 other women I'd want in this spot, other than those 2.
I mean, Kyrie's saying I understand because of the injury stuff, but
She's also
Asuka's
just really bad. She's just really bad. Oh, she can kip up though, so she's cool, and she can do an elbow. Oh, that's great.
I mean, she can't do an elbow.
My
I
son
hope
can do
you're
an
not
elbow.
disputed that she can't do an elbow. She can
No,
do an
she
elbow.
can do an elbow. Whoop-de-doo. Yeah. She can also hurt 3 different women in 1 calendar year. It's insane.
By the way, I didn't know when I was in high school that I did this once to a teacher and almost got detention. I didn't know that.
Almost?
Yeah,
If I was your teacher, I would have smacked the shit
I didn't
out
know
of you.
this was a bad thing.
I would have brought it back to the nuns, and I would have brought out a ruler and smacked the hell out of
I
you.
had no idea. Me and my buddy did it. It was like we had to read.
We just assaulted a teacher. It was
No,
no big deal.
we didn't mean no.
Maple Heights, man, is crazy.
No, because we
Savages over there, man.
they
Y'all
wanted
just
us. The teacher
dropping teachers left and right.
Man, they wanted us to read the.
They
Kill a
were
Mock-
dropping teachers left and right.
Man, they wanted us to read the Kill a Mockingbird or whatever the book.
Oh my God, they wanted you to read. Oh,
not to Kill a
they
Mockingbird.
wanted you to read.
No.
They wanted him to read.
No, the book was horrible.
Oh,
To Kill a Mockingbird is a terrible book.
son of a. All right, yeah.
Terrible. Give me 1984. That's the book I want to read. And I watched the
1984.
movie. It was great. But no,
You're
man.
ridiculous. I assaulted my teacher because they
I
made me
didn't know
read.
that that's what that meant. I had no idea. Also, when I was in 2nd grade, I didn't know that I showed an adult figure the bird. I had no idea.
You had a pet?
No.
Pet bird?
It was the stone cold bird.
Could have been worse. Could have been a cockatoo.
Could have been. Zip it up. Meanwhile,
What sound does your bird make? Zzz. Well, we're putting our birds on the table.
put it on the table. Flock away.
Flock away.
I mean, this match will be fine.
It'll be fun.
I guess for me, I mean, with the story with
How long does it take before EO puts a trash can on?
yeah.
Because that seems to be like a constant spot. She did the backflip last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's next? Front flip?
Well, this match will be disappointed because nobody will bleed 2 minutes into the match. We're not going to have a graphic up here with a cut. Now watch, somebody will get a nosebleed or something like.
Well,
right
Rhea's
off
got the
rip. Right.
so she's good. She won't bleed.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Honestly, the person I'm looking forward to the most, and this is Lash.
Me too. I was just going to say that.
She's looked great.
I was going to say that.
And
this is an opportunity for her to really, really shine. She got the call up. It's her opportunity to shine.
And in 2 weeks, look better than Nia Jax has in 10 years.
Hey, you know what, though? Great
geez.
spot for Lash because no one's going to cheer for Nia in any way, shape, or form. So you pair those two together. They're going to probably have a tag team run for a little bit, for a few months.
You know, Vegas does like odds, and there's betting on WWE now. Who had Lash Legend making her main roster debut before Trick Williams on their bingo card? Anybody? Anybody around? Anybody? What's Trick doing now, by the way? Was he on the show on Tuesday?
He was on the show.
Oh, my God. Wasn't he in the match with Ricky Saints?
No.
Or was he? That's done.
He was attempting to call him out, and then Miles Bourne struck him from behind. So
the deaf guy who's Randy Orton's light.
So they're gonna have a match, NXT Gold Rush Week 2 next week.
Oh, let him go. Let him go.
Not going, and I'm like they should.
Don't need Trick. You don't need Oba anymore. Like you have two strong champions right now in Ethan Page and Ricky Saints, whatever. Like just let him go.
And listen.
They could use him
because
especially on SmackDown.
I know, yeah, SmackDown.
3 hours SmackDown.
SmackDown can use Colton. Honestly, I mean, I think for me, because Triple H knows what it's like, it was like when he was booking NXT to have stories in place, and then Vince McMahon said, "Oh, screw that! I'm going to call this person up," and then I understand Triple H being extra protective of his friend Shawn Michaels, his best friend. When Shawn comes to him and says, "Hey, I got more with Trick. I got more with this person. Please don't pick him up right now." But at the same time,
Shawn, you doing drugs again?
At the same time, I'm sorry, the main roster is a bigger priority than NXT. It is. You got if one of your shows is struggling and SmackDown is struggling, NXT can find. When I do the NXT reacts. If I come on the air on the YouTube and say, "Man, I wish Trick Williams was on NXT, but he's not because he's on SmackDown," smack me in the face, okay?
The point of NXT is literally a developmental brand. Now it is a brand. They have television. They have all the stuff. I get it, but at the core of what it is, you're trying to develop young stars to be on the main shows. The stalwarts, the one that Netflix paid $5 billion for.
Mm-hmm.
The one that USA paid whatever they did, $1 billion or whatever it was, close to. Like, that is why they are there. They are not there to be on NXT TV for 7 years, Trick Williams. It's not his fault. I'm sure he's been like, yeah, I'm ready.
Even on commentary, Booker T, when he's not joking around, Booker T at times actually makes great points at times on commentary.
In between the what?
Yeah, you got.
Oh yeah, man.
You got to watch the whole two. You got to watch the whole 2 hours. But usually at like minute 75, he makes a good point. And he was like, I think he was talking about Josh Briggs or somebody. It's like, dude's been here for 5 years. Like, you got to do something or you're going to get replaced. Like, he'll say some stuff like that.
That's the thing, too. Like, they talked about, like, releasing talent because they don't, like, have initiative or they're not improving or whatever it is. Like, okay, so what do you say to someone like Trick who's literally been in for over 5 years and is still at the same level? He's not moved up. There's not really anything for him right now. What do you mean? Like, you can find something for him.
Find something. Or how about this? How about you move some people in the current mid-card who's ready to get pushed, get some of those 40-year-olds out of the freaking picture, and then actually, create a system.
Well, they're scared. They're still scared about AEW, which I don't get it. Like, if we release these people,
I don't think it's an AEW thing. I don't think it's an AEW thing. I think it's a TKO thing. I think TKO, because you got some people at TKO who don't know wrestling. You got some people who are running TKO who honestly they don't know business.
Well, so The Rock being on the board is important. I think his relationship with Triple H is very crucial.
But I don't think Rock's there every day.
Well, no, he's not. He's The Rock.
Rock is doing his own thing.
They probably would have board meeting maybe once a month or something?
I'm talking about people who are there every day running the company.
Well, not Punk, but Triple H is the guy. He is the guy running it.
I understand that.
TKO has a board that oversees everything, but like Dana White runs UFC. Triple H runs WWE right now. That is his position.
So I'm trying really hard to not put the blame on Triple. So now back to Triple H.
Yeah, it's fine.
So now back to Triple H.
Yeah.
Stop pushing old 40-year-olds.
I appreciate you trying to go up the corporate ladder to try and take the blame off of
him. What?
But I mean, no, he deserves some of it.
You know what this is? You remember Pete, Donkey Kong from the arcade version? You go up the ladder. Mario's fat ass is going up the ladder, but he can't make it all the way to the top, so he comes back down.
It's a me?
Yeah. That's me trying to bypass Triple H, go up the corporate ladder, and I don't have enough juice, so I fall back down to Triple H.
Got to jump over those barrels.
And I can't make it over the barrels.
There's a 45-year-old wrestler that's rolling down the aisle.
Rolling down the aisle. Hogging up the main events.
There's a 40-year-old Japanese lady wrestler who just can't stop painting her face and saying random stuff. And
we haven't at all talked about this match, have we?
No.
We're just bitching.
I think that says it all right there.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fun match, all joking aside. But I'm excited, obviously, for Lash. I'm excited to see what AJ Lee looks like in a Wargames match.
Yeah, that'll be fun. And like I said, I guess my mindset as a fan, sometimes I write things off because I don't want to get my hopes up too high. Mm-hmm. You said last week, like,
well, yeah, you're a Cleveland sports fan. Yeah,
AJ's going to be there. Like, nah, she ain't going to be there. And she showed up. Like, cool.
The only one that didn't show up that was supposedly backstage was Liv, which it turns out she wasn't there. But I mean, like, because she's still not healthy.
I guess for me, I guess why I'm not yet excited about the story going into this women's War Games match. You know, the men's match has a ton of, like, concrete backstory. Even though there's loose ends, there are stories there, like legitimate stories.
The main one being Punk versus the Vision.
Right. The women, it's, ooh, do you like me? I like you. Do you like me? Where are you at? I'm a good friend. Are you a good friend? Ooh, Charlotte, where are you? You weren't there for me.
That was a good promo.
So what do we are like? So War Games over what?
Yeah. Well, we talked about coming into this. There wasn't really on both sides. There wasn't really strong stories with groups going into this. Normally, it's nice to have a bloodline thing going on, or the MFT stuff was last year too, kind of, or whatever. Like it was nice to have that kind of to balance, because that's what this is supposed to be about. Essentially, it's gang warfare, that kind of thing. But the women, I mean, they're getting a little better about putting tag teams together now. Again, I could do without one. I wonder if you can guess who that is. But they just happen to be the champions, which is stupid. But I mean, I don't know. The individual talent in this match is good. We'll see how it all goes and pulls together.
Like, again, I think the match will be good. I think the match will be fine, but I just need more story, and that's and that's that. Kyle, real quick, you Nikki Bella and Stephanie Velcro, according to Naomi.
Damn.
I'm sorry. I love
rude.
when she said that. That was actually pretty funny.
Stephanie Velcro. That's out of pocket coming from a pregnant lady.
No, I just need Naomi to come. I know.
She's like 6 months pregnant, bro.
I know. Let's speed up this pregnancy. I do you hear that from me?
Can she have a preemie so you can come back sooner? Oh, you're a savage.
The most unsensitive podcast of all time.
Jesus Christ.
I can't wait for Naomi, healthy baby and everything, for Naomi to come back.
I'll see you in a year.
See you in a year.
At least.
Go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, I don't. I've been on record. Nikki Bella doesn't fit in this generation of women's wrestlers. I can appreciate what she did in a previous generation where she did very much fit in, because when it came to the workers in the ring, she was one of the best. It's not saying much, but she was one of the best. And this whole, I didn't come back to do whatever. It's fine. Give me one reason why Stephanie shouldn't squash this girl in like 2 minutes. Like, with the actual work that Stephanie does, the people she's beat, there is no reason why this is like Zach Gowen coming back now and fighting Brock Lesnar. It makes no sense. They're just like, I don't think, because Brock looks exactly the same and Zach Gowen still only has one leg.
Dog.
Like, this doesn't make any sense.
Dog.
Like,
why are Nikki Bella's hands where it is?
You want to come inside of me? You can't see.
It was terrible.
And the most predictable heel turn maybe ever, with Nikki buttering her up like she was a Texas Roadhouse cinnamon roll. Like, here we are, cinnamon butter roll. But there's a lot of buns in this match, but still, is what it is. I don't.
It'll be more when Naomi comes back.
Yeah.
But the right call is what you said here.
There's
Stephanie
no
should
reason. There is
should
no
be beating down. But it was a predictable turn.
Yeah. It gives them a match at Wargames. It gets a women's match on the card.
How do you feel about Nikki as a promo person, as a talker? Not really there?
No. She never
Because that would be the one area where you would think in a one-on-one feud between these two, that's where she was shot.
We've been blessed to have multiple pairs of twins. Unfortunately, the least talented ones have been the ones that cut better promos. If you really think about it, when it comes to the Usos, Jimmy's a better promo. When it comes to the Bellas, Brie was a better promo. She had more fire. She was more natural for her. Like, Nikki's not a talker.
It was Brie who feuded, or it was Nikki who feuded with Stephanie.
No, it was Brie.
It was Brie.
And then Nikki came in and turned on Brie.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, Nikki's a heel, but she shouldn't talk as much. And I also love, like, Stephanie selling the hell out of just getting thrown into the War Games graphic one time. She had her by her hair, picked her up. She was looking at her, and then she went back down and was holding her stomach. It's like, you did nothing. Okay.
Well, again, I'll say this: you got 4 matches at Survivor Series. The fact that Stephanie Vaquer, now that's just stuck in my head. The fact that she is in one of the singles matches does speak to how great of a year she has had.
Are we getting we're getting this title match. Is Jade going to defend against Tiffany, or what are they doing with that? I haven't watched SmackDown, so I can't.
If they do, it'll either be on Survivor Series or the SmackDown like before.
Right.
They're doing a double taping.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving weekend, so they're going to do a double taping. So we'll know on the SmackDown side of things what they do. But no, what a great year! First off, Stephanie Vaquer has had.
Well, and she'll be
with NXT and then with Monday Night Raw.
She'll be the champion going into WrestleMania. I just don't know who. I mean, you can take a look at the War Games match and take your pick, but I mean, like,
and that's my thing. I think a lot of the competition is tied into the War Games stuff.
So it's a filler. It's getting Nikki on the card. You know, she is a name. She's a Hall of Famer. I get that.
Has she faced Becky at all?
Stephanie?
Yeah.
No.
That could be.
Yeah, because I don't know if you have the graphic, but we have a new women's Intercontinental champion that didn't deserve it. But that's.
Well, I know you don't follow a lot of the stuff on the internet.
I saw the reaction from everyone backstage.
Well, have you seen Becky's reaction throughout the week?
Didn't she file a lawsuit or something like that?
She tried to call Adam Pearce. She basically, if I didn't know any better, Becky Lynch's next feud is going to be with Jessica Carr. If I didn't know any better. But again, this tells you Becky is having so much fun right now with the stuff that she's doing. Even if you may or may not believe that she put over the right person, this is the person she wanted to put over. She wanted to put over Maxine Dupree.
I was one of the first people that said after the first 2 matches with those two, she improved a lot, and she showed a lot of great things. I'm sorry, the title match, she didn't look that good. And to beat, again, possibly, everyone says it, Sports Illustrated says it, ESPN says it, the best women's wrestler of all time with a cross body. Not an ankle lock, didn't make her tap, didn't do anything. A cross body. Really? Because she was distracted, she got cross-bodied. Now it's a 3 count?
But hey, you got a big story out of in terms of Becky Lynch. You got a big story.
I
She's
just
gonna file charges against AJ Lee.
Again,
conspiracy theory with CM Punk.
It's just it's
backstage.
It
Adam Pearce knew about it.
It blows my mind.
Apparently, Adam Pearce attempted to call Rebecca Lynch 20 times during her lunch break. She never picked up. So
they've always have a lawyer.
Everybody has a lawyer. So you absolutely need the lawyer. Everybody has a price to pay.
I feel like the last half hour of this podcast is going to be me just shitting on everything, but this is great.
When we come back, this Episode 98 is not loaded with positivity. I'll tell you that right now, folks. When we come back, we had 2 returns for the last time is now tournament. There's Nick. There's Matt. I'm sorry, WB. That is
Zach and Dolph.
Yep. Dolph can still sell like crazy.
He sold the spike pretty well.
Oh, yes, he did. Yeah. But we'll talk about the John Cena tournament because there were some names that you may have thought was coming back and ain't happening. So what do you think of the John Cena tournament to this point?
God, he's such a virgin. I'm sorry. He looks so...
That's what we got.
Like, this dude, I don't know if he's ever even touched a woman. Like, I am...
I'm sure he has. Talking about Tony.
Yeah, he hugged his mom probably once.
I will hope more.
Does he have a sister? I don't know.
We'll look that up during the commercial.
He's the kind of guy who looks like he stared at his sister when she's in the shower.
Allegedly. As if AEW
Allegedly.
people watch the show.
Oh, I guarantee you they do.
When we come back, why
is Tony Khan on the Epstein files? We'll answer those questions.
We'll play some clips from Tony Khan. He looked professional. Interview he did this week, and we got a comment from TikTok that I want to address. Basically, why does Double A and Kyle not watch AEW? The short answer, if we did watch AEW, I don't think this podcast would still be here. We'll be right back after these messages.
Be throwing stuff.
What should fans who might be watching you here in Cleveland for the first time, hey, they look you up on the website, on the app, they call you, what should they expect?
Yeah, I mean, first off, between me and my team, you're going to get one of us. If you want to deal directly with the man, you're more than welcome to. I don't mind. I love working with customers because I look at it this way. I have a lot of good life experience financially. I've said 12 years of banking. I've got now 2.5 years of insurance. I have a lot of money and just kind of life and financial stuff knowledge. So that's what I look to do, is to truly help people get from that point A to point B financially. It's not about just, saving money on auto insurance, sure, but if I can kind of turn that into a better discussion, really help people understand what actually insurance does, why it's important, because it's not a tangible. I joke when I leave that I lock the office door so no one steals all the insurance, but there's not just insurance laying around. So there's just it's kind of a mystery kind of component in people's lives that they think is a scam and all the different things you hear. It's not. It can feel like it sometimes. I'm not even going to say that it doesn't, but if you understand how it works and understand and have a person who you can go to help with those kind of situations, that's what we're here to do. That's what my team's here to do. That's what I'm here to do, and that's what I take a lot of pride and have a lot of passion in, obviously, as you can probably tell. So,
well, I know you said the joke, hey, we locked the door so no one steals the insurance, but it's exactly right.
Small business owners are superheroes, but nowadays running your business means doing so inside your shop and on social media. That's why you should make Omega Video Marketing your sidekick.
With a decade of content creation experience, I create dynamic, informative, and fun videos for your specific social needs that will increase brand awareness, get you more followers, and keep your social pages and websites current and fresh.
I offer flexible pricing and turn times and will work with you to understand your brand and your story. All of that comes from the heart. My award-winning expertise is just the cherry on top. So let's get connected. After all, your brand is the alpha and my expertise is the omega.
Where you going? Come here. So look, Double A got taller and more attractive. Thank you again to Megan. Obviously, thank you, buddy, for walking in front of the camera. Don't go sit. Go sit.
Get out of here.
Sit down. Oh my goodness. Megan Gallagher, obviously, we talk about her every week. She's been a partner with us for over a year now, well over a year. And what she brings for your small business here in Northeast Ohio, the area, and the region is second to none. The experience, the multiple Emmy Awards, over a decade in the media industry. professionally doing some great work and still continuing to do some great work with the Downtown Cleveland Partnership, everything else she's got going on now with all of that, and helping you in your business, whatever you need. Meg's got you covered.
MeganRG440 at gmail.com. MeganRG440 at gmail.com.
Let her help you get the word out about what you do, because what you do is important, I think.
It's very important.
Depends on who we talk to.
Yes. But you know what? She could make your stuff important. Make your event important.
Make you the best mushroom farmer you've ever seen.
All of that. She does a great job. Again, MeganRG440. Maybe. MeganRG440 at gmail.com. That's Omega Video Marketing. Brought to you by, again, Emmy Award winning producer, 4-time Emmy Award winner, Megan Gallagher.
She's one Emmy away from doing a spin-a-rooney.
She is. Are you not a fan of the WWE? So you don't watch our product?
Oh, my God. Let's talk about these two jokers.
I was happy to see Nick Nemeth, okay?
I hate the fact they had to sell merch for this. Like, they couldn't just let it be what it was. Like, it should have been Matt Cardona that came out. Like, he even said before, like, I don't want to do that character anymore. Like, it said, I'm grateful for it, but at the same point, I've grown from it. You know, with Dolph, a little different because he was a multi-time world champion.
Yeah, like actual champion and like real history with the WWE.
But the issue is, though, if you watch NXT and you watch the angles and you know that TNA works with WWE now, you've seen Matt Cardona in NXT as Matt Cardona.
Well, let me give you...
You've seen Dolph Ziggler now as the TNA champion as Nick Nemeth because you watched. And again, I know it's not as big an audience as the main roster, but still, it's like...
I think that's the thing. It's just like...
Like, let's not pretend. Like, let's be real with our fans and our audience. These guys don't go by these names anymore. Sell new merch with their name on it and give them a cut of it because they decided to actually say yes and do a one-off for you.
Well...
Maybe how about that?
You know how WWE is as far as, like, their name, like, I'll give you another example. If there's a world where Chris Jericho comes back to the WWE, is he coming back to new music, Judas, or his WWE theme?
Probably break the walls.
Break the walls.
Break the walls down, yeah.
You know, and I
Though
think
he could do Judas for like a special occasion because it's his.
Well, but
it's his song.
I understand that, but if Vince McMahon was running WWE, there would be no question walls of or break the walls.
Yeah, because
like no question.
They own that.
Because Vince believed in like, oh, there are WWE fans who know this guy and know that entrance and knows Y2J and all that stuff. Like there wouldn't be any sense of change from that standpoint. So if Vince was there, I would understand Dolph. I would understand Zack Ryder, that kind of thing. Again, I just think it's from a merchandise standpoint. That's probably why they stuck with it. Because, again, not a percentage of the WWE audience has never watched a second of TNA wrestling.
It's true.
And there are some main roster people who don't watch NXT.
Well, that's why you also have your announcers to clarify. Like if Matt Cardona comes down to the ring, oh my God, he used to be Zack Ryder, and he changed. He did all this stuff, and you can list the accomplishments, and you can actually set it up to where like, oh my God, he's done so much since he left. Wow. Okay.
And if they didn't address it at all, if Nick Nemeth just came out, oh, it's Nick Nemeth, and not even address that he used to be Dolph Ziggler, it would still work.
But again, Dolph makes more sense just because, like I said, multiple-time world champion. He was one of the guys in the company for 20 years. He was a face that you saw every week because he worked a lot of matches too. So you saw him a lot. But like, Zack Ryder, Mick Carter had a good moment at WrestleMania one time.
Yeah.
Had a very short feud where he was a cuck for John Cena. I mean, like, I don't know.
Honestly, I wouldn't even have mind like a promo from him addressing that history from 20 years ago.
I don't know.
It would have been funny.
It would have been great.
Especially if there was, obviously there was no intention of him moving on in the tournament. So, like, that would have been. Speaking of the tournament, what do you think so far about it?
I think Javon Evans should have won the tournament. I think Javon Evans should have won the tournament, and he should win the IC title from John in the last match.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been the perfect. We're taking off, and he can do open challenge just because he's 21. He can wrestle every week. Like he wants to. Like they had a golden opportunity. And as much as I love Gunther's NXT theme music, which everyone said when we heard that, we knew Javon was dead. Which, yeah, but that match is still incredible.
Uh-huh.
I mean, like, he's proven he can do it. And the whole point of this is about opportunity and all that stuff and earning it. I mean,
That's
like,
what they say.
we're
That's not what this is.
we're on a collision course to probably Gunther versus Solo for the final spot or
Yep.
whatever. And it's going to be just like, man,
And they're going to try to book. They're going to try to book Gunther as a babyface in this scenario. And I don't think it's going to work.
I don't know, man. He has to at some point have a run-in with El Grande Americano, I'd imagine.
Sure.
Like, you look familiar.
I always said, I said on the NXT Reacts, I'm like, in the 2 years we've done this show, I can at least understand probably about 95% of what has happened. Even if I don't agree with it, I can understand it. El Grande Americano getting massively cheered at NXT, I do not understand whatsoever.
Sometimes weird stuff happens, man. Eugene was a thing for 3 years in WWE. Remember that? That was wild.
I do.
Yeah, they had an actual...
I cheered for a good chunk of it, and then I grew up.
And you got mad. Like when Triple H was like using him and stuff, people were pissed about that. We thought we wanted him to win the World Heavyweight Championship.
The original run of Eugene was fantastic.
It's insane.
Fantastic.
Nick Densmore.
But I, the more and more upon reflection of this tournament, okay, so when John Cena dropped the stipulation about Saturday night's main event of like the rest of the card is going to be main roster versus NXT and exhibition. Well, shoot. Eliminate the NXT stars.
That's when I thought, like, wouldn't the penultimate thing be to one of those stars facing him in that match?
That would make sense.
Right? Because that's what it is. Like,
that would make sense, but they gave Javon Evans a bad draw. Like, if that... I understand not wanting Gunther to lose his first match back. I get that. But then give Javon Evans a different opponent.
Yeah.
Give him a different opponent.
You could have done, like, Javon and Penta.
You could have done... You could have done one of these two.
Sure.
Obviously, they're not, moving on.
They wanted someone who's like a veteran currently in the company to help Javon. I'm sure.
I mean, Rusev, something like
they want him to win a match. So that's.
Yeah. And Rusev's not moving up in the car.
There's a very good chance it's either going to be Sheamus and Gunther or it's going to be Solo and Gunther.
Yeah.
And Sheamus would be kind of fun. Just because, again, if John's still IC champion, that's he's the only veteran I wouldn't mind seeing. I don't want to see Rusev.
I wouldn't care to see Sheamus.
I don't want to see Gunther and John Cena because I already watched John Cena get demolished by one monster. I don't want to see him happen again. In his last match, when he puts over a 39-year-old Gunther, I'm good. Like, that's what I'm saying. If it's not Sheamus out of the veteran group, then I don't care. And even then with Sheamus, it's like, I'd feel better if he beaten someone like Gunther or whatever for the IC title because that would feel a little more important. Not to John, but like this is just kind of like.
And we talked about it before, and maybe it's a little bit different now that John has the Intercontinental title.
I'm crossing my fingers that like Gunther rolls and wins, and then on the show, John opens it and he's like, "You thought the tournament was done? Oh no, we have one more special entrant. I had to make a few calls. You think you know me? No. I'm crossing my fingers.
I don't think so. I was just
this tournament. Honestly, no. If you hear how Tony Khan talked about it,
this tournament, I'm just thinking about, all right, NXT stars aren't going to move up, and then like, big surprises. I mean, no disrespect to the surprises we got because these are two talented individuals.
Yeah.
But to not get those, and then
one NXT superstar, not even two. Like even number. 2 surprises, 2 NXT, the rest WWE. Like, no.
Like
just
again,
one guy. And he lost immediately.
Triple H doesn't want to push anybody hardly new.
Yeah.
He just doesn't. It's just the track record is there. He got gifted an opportunity walking in the door with the bloodline stuff and like, hey, finish the story with Cody. And he did a masterful job with that. I'll give him credit. They did a great job with that. But as far as pushing new stars and putting them in meaningful positions, hasn't happened.
Do we want to preface this first by I watched the entire interview live.
You did.
I was working, so I was like, you know what, I'll throw it on in the background and I'll listen. And we're talking, of course, about Ariel Halwani and Tony Khan having a sit down for the first time in 3.5 years. The last time we did this was over the phone. Tony was short. He wasn't answering questions. It led to Ariel going on his show
afterwards. I thought you were going to say he was short physically. He still is short physically.
Yeah, he is. You make him look like a giant.
Thank you.
That was not to you, but
I want more compliments on this show. Go ahead, continue.
But
you watched this thing live?
I watched the entire thing, and to get a kind of a synopsis, Ariel did post a video to his TikTok, so we're going to play that for you so you get kind of an idea of the framework of the questions and what Tony said in short a little bit, because honestly, with this clip, he said pretty much everything he said the entire interview.
And then we'll address this little headline afterwards.
Yes.
Face-to-face, an opportunity to speak with the face of All Elite Wrestling, the one and only Tony Khan. Wow.
Thank you for having me.
It's a great pleasure.
It's a great pleasure
Honestly,
to see you.
I have to say, never in a million years did I think I'd have you in studio. I think we got off on the wrong foot.
I totally agree with that.
How is life?
This is a huge week for AEW, and it seems like people are really excited to see us talk.
Yes, absolutely. You know, something that I was really curious about, it is very clear to me as an outsider that when you're putting on a big show, WWE tries to counter-program it. How do you react when this happens? Do you think this is being done on purpose?
I do think it's done on purpose, and I understand it. We've really closed the gap. If you look at where AEW is as a percentage of the WWE shows, this is really one of our strongest runs.
I'd be remiss if I don't ask you about the CM Punk story. Do you have any regrets?
We've had a very, very good interview, and I think I've been very good to answer all the questions.
You have.
So far. And now you've got me where I'm enjoying talking to you so much. You've really got me hooked in. So I want to answer your questions,
Please.
even the challenging ones.
You don't stand up as a boss. You let people kind of like walk all over you. So I'm wondering what your response would be to that.
I don't agree.
At which point, do you remember the timestamp of when the CM Punk question was addressed? Was it like later?
It was later. It was like an hour in. I think Ariel kind of did that on purpose. He wanted to try and get him in a groove first, and but finish it because there's not much left.
Okay, go ahead.
Agree with that. It wasn't the first time that he and I disagreed about something, and it may not ever be the last, and that's okay.
What do you make of this WWE TNA partnership?
It's interesting. It's not that unusual, and again, I don't take it personally at all.
When you saw that picture of Jade, Ricky, Cody, and I believe Punk in there, how did that make you feel?
I saw that, and I think AEW is having a great year. AEW has the most avid, loyal fans in the world.
I feel that, by the way. Sometimes they come after me. Can you tell them that I'm not so bad?
I think today,
they come after me.
I think you're going to be a fan favorite.
You think
today.
so? Because they came after me for like 3 years.
I think you've done a big baby face.
Is this my turn?
Yeah, I think it was.
I feel like this is my turn.
Especially because you asked me all these questions that were very legitimate questions, and I think hopefully I've also
It was all very
myself.
fair, yeah.
I think
I've come a long way from Montreal.
I have. We've done
It was awful.
Done a good job.
I'm afraid to say goodbye because I think I'm going to have a lot of heat with your head of PR. If your head of PR is going to kill me.
I got to say, I think he's going to be very happy and, and to be honest, probably a little relieved how well this went.
Okay, all right.
Again, kudos to Tony Khan for doing the interview. For him doing the interview.
He's running out of things to do.
He's writing every show. He's running every show.
No, I mean, like, he's running out of things he can do to try and pull attention. He's got to have a blood and guts show where 6 women bleed to pop a number that's a little bit higher than their best show of the year. Like, this, I listened to Tony Khan say that we're really close to WWE right now. And for as challenging WWE's booking has been this past calendar year, dude, no, you're not.
Hold up. When you heard that live,
I laughed.
Did you almost like delete your report you were working on? Like,
no, I just like, okay, like it's like, dude, well, you know, streaming is a big deal, and we're hearing a lot, like, you know, streaming is leading the way and all that stuff. Like, no one has the Max streaming stuff. No one does it. Like, the numbers are terrible. There's a reason why you're not saying the numbers. Netflix releases the streaming every week. Max has the numbers. You're choosing not to read them because you're not required to, because you're a private company. You're not publicly traded.
All right, let's just get right to it.
You know what they are, and they're not good.
All right, so I want to bring this up real quick. It's on the TikTok. Sorry, I did not send the clip over. But, you know, oh, sorry.
That was
kind of funny. So let me go to the Side Hustle TikTok at Side Hustle Pod 216 on TikTok.
It's a good follow. Clips mostly every day. Depends how my week's going.
Also follow the Instagram where I have to post more clips myself. So a few great comments on here. It was the comment about what I said last week about actually, what the hell did I say? Let's play what I said last week for context. For certain people, AEW is there for certain people, and
that number's getting smaller by the day.
And if you like what you're getting, and you don't have to really think about in-depth or baseline storytelling, fine.
If you're 2 clicks away from brain dead, this is your company to watch.
But I'm sitting there watching, I'm like, I don't know half these guys now. And this is coming off of, when did we go to that Dynamite show? Like less than 2 months, like 2 months ago? It seemed like 3 seasons ago that we went. And I'm like, I am that far really behind the stories. And while Blood and Guts, kind of an enjoyable show. It didn't make sense. And there's no reason for me to tune in next week, or even worse, no reason for me to order the pay-per-view, because what I saw with Blood and Guts, it's not going to get better. AEW is.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to address the comment here. I think it's Sandblasted Sky said here, to say AEW does baseline or no stories is such an old argument, just shows that you don't watch the product. And I really took that to heart, not in a bad way, because, again, I understand if you're a loyal AEW fan, you watching some goon on TikTok wearing a WWE shirt saying that anti-AEW stuff, I understand the frustration. I get it. I understand the frustration. But let's get right down to it. Why don't we watch AEW?
We did. We tried. Part of this React series, we tried watching Dynamite. I did. For 2 months, I watched it straight. I don't want to watch it anymore. Like, it's not.
I honestly could stand by and say that the AEW Reacts almost killed this podcast. I can stand by and say it.
It got me in such a bad place when it came to watching wrestling, just because it was, A, just too much work, and then B, just, like, no. Like, they're not. Everyone has an audience. Whether it's 100 people or 100,000 or, in their case, 600,000 one time for the first time in like 3 months or whatever, everyone's got an audience. They have a niche group of people. That number probably sticks around 300 to 400,000 people that watch that show every week. And there are some WWE fans that bleed into because they like pro wrestling and they'll watch whatever. They're just happy to have another TV show on. But that's it. They don't grow. Nothing they've done since the time they started the company has been to grow the business, to get more people invested. It's been about self-serving Tony Khan as a wrestling fan because he has billions of dollars to play with. And he can make a very marginal profit, if any, and feel comfortable because he has no one to answer to. His dad is the only person he has to answer to, and they have so many other investments that are going so well that who cares?
I would crap on their football team, but they had a big win against
They're
the
6-4,
Chargers
7-4. They may be a playoff team.
Yeah.
Cool, that's great. Like
They might actually go to the playoffs.
They got the soccer stuff in London going on too. I'm sure that's going fine. Like, they don't care about this. Shad Khan, he looks at Tony and AEW and says, "Oh, it's a side project for my son. That's cool. He's doing well. It's great. It's another feather in the cap he can put in. That he's an entrepreneur and he's a businessman and he's doing all this." Like, they don't give a crap about actually growing the business, about really making it special. We want to be different. Well, you're definitely different. That's for sure. But you're losing fans. You're losing people watching the show. Your social media. Like, that used to be one of the things, too, where they used to pop some ratings on social media. They get views. Not anymore. Their best clips are in the tens of thousands. WWE's posting every other day, and they're getting millions of views. Like, and AEW has millions of followers.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't say, well, WWE, they do have more followers, but it's not like AEW has 10,000 followers and WWE has 50 million. It's not that different. So across the board, you're not getting much out of this. And the cherry on top was, this is the first pay-per-view that DC is sponsoring.
Oh, no.
DC. You're excited about the DC universe.
Oh, no. They got to say every time such and such pay-per-views presented by DC. Like, every time they have to say that.
I didn't see Superman. I heard it was okay.
Oh, man.
But there's a lot of people that also didn't like it. But I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen it, so I don't feel good passing judgment on that. But everything before that, movie-wise, I would not want to be attached to DC. That would not be someone. It's Warner Brothers, so they have no choice. The DC's part of Warner Brothers. They own it. So it's like Disney and Marvel. Disney owns Marvel, so it's going to be a thing. But like,
I think somebody did say we're DC haters. I would live with that, except I used to watch the Batman the animated series on the kids' WB
the
channel
comic
back
books.
in the day.
The comic books are. It's a lot closer, if not DC's ahead. The movies, if we're being honest, if it's not The Dark Knight, they've kind of sucked. A couple of the Batmans, the Jack Nicholson, that kind of stuff, that was fun. But like overall, DC movies have been kind of pretty trash.
I miss Heath.
And you know what? If you would have asked me before 2010, I would have said the same thing about Marvel. But they've obviously turned a corner with that. So, and that's been a whole different ballgame. But like whatever, that's not what we're talking about. He's flexing stuff that is like, this is our best year yet. Really? You had a show with over 1 million viewers every single week the first couple of years.
Creatively, it might be his favorite year.
Because he finally decided that he's going to do everything again. He started off that way, and he kind of gave some stuff to Cody at that point, and he started taking his hands off the wheel a little bit. And now the kid who's grown up gets to go back and look at his old toys and gets really excited again and says, you know what, I want to go back in there and play with them again. Just me, though. Not inviting friends over. It's just me in the room this time. And he's going to get real bored really quick when he realizes he's going to keep losing audience. Like, he's going to lose Jericho. At some point, he's losing MJF. He may have already lost Adam Copeland. I don't know. Like, the way he talked about, because Ariel went down the list. He asked them, hey, so I'd be remiss if I didn't bring up names and their current status. And, of course, Tony, every single person, I really respect them and really like them as a person. They're really great. Okay, Tony, we get it. But he brought up Edge. Did WWE ever call you and contact you to ask to use Adam Copeland on a show? No. I believe that. I don't think Triple H wants to talk to an idiot like Tony Khan. But what?
All right, so
no, it's he asked about Chris Jericho. It's about a certain number of dates for Chris. Are you going to get him back? We hope so. No, you're not.
I wouldn't want him back after the way Jericho talked about his competition.
He talked about Darby Allin at one point, and Ariel asked, do you think that one day Darby could be a main event? Could he be the face of the company? Well, I think he already is a face of AEW. I think he's already there. I think he's already done a lot of stuff, and he could be a good future world champion. He could be, but I think he's already a face. So Tony Khan has no plans to book Darby Allin in a championship match. In case you're an actual AEW fan that really likes a couple of the talent that do really good work there. Albeit, again, Darby, very different, but hey, no one like him in the industry right now. No one does what he does. No one takes the chances he does. As stupid as some of the stuff he's done,
he's the most over guy when you watch it.
The disagreeing with CM Punk thing. I got no problems with Phil or whatever it is and all that stuff.
When we played the video at the bottom, it was
got
ridiculous.
very uncomfortable.
I forgot how
he got very uncomfortable. He had to know that the question was coming. That's when he said that I feel like I've answered a lot of your questions, and I thought he said the same exact thing 3.5 years ago.
Media training.
He said no, but he said the same thing. He said this time he went a little deeper into it. When they brought up the photo with the Ford.
Wasn't AEW the company that's sued Punk, or no, it was the NDA, right?
Punk, there was never an NDA for there was an NDA for the actual talk they had afterwards.
It was an NDA for the Young Bucks.
Yeah, there was not an NDA for the stuff with Jack Perry.
Correct.
He just didn't want to talk about it.
Correct.
So this was an opportunity for Tony to clear the air. Well, we disagreed about how things happened. We saw it on the camera. You showed it, and Ariel said you put it on your television show. Do you feel like maybe that was a mistake? Well, the thing is, I think we're doing really good business. I think we're doing really well. And, okay, Tony, you didn't answer the question.
All right.
He was on there for an hour and 20 minutes and answered no serious questions about anything that we actually care to find out about.
Well,
people are calling you out on your leadership. Well, I don't see it that way. Everyone's got their opinion. Okay. Well, dude,
all right, so
it's almost like don't do it then. Like this is not a weekly press conference for a football team. We never hear you talk unless it's about your event coming up. And my God, the dude just will not stop talking about the events. Like every single answer. Oh, by the way, Dynamite's on tomorrow night. I know you want more viewers. I get it. You're struggling. I understand. Like, what are we doing?
It's just how he's pro. So let me bring it back to the question of this. Why don't we watch anymore?
Why. That's why I don't watch.
So this summer, because we have an obligation. We understand the responsibility of this show in terms of we need to evaluate the scope of pro wrestling, the hottest stories, that kind of thing. But it's almost the same as, with sports talk radio. Sports talk radio talks about the most popular stories. It's the, what we call it, the, not bring home the bacon, play the hits. That's what's play the hits, right? That's where the numbers are coming in, right? So for us, we made a decision to do reacts for, I think, 4 shows, and AEW Dynamite was one of them. And for me, the moment where they lost me, the shows they did before they came to Cleveland, it was right after All In, before Dynamite Cleveland. They did those shows in Chicago from a venue that looked like it was from the Playhouse Square.
He's talking about this is the best we've been, but the venues get smaller.
And not just smaller, but it looks horrible on television.
The big crowds, the big events like All In London and all that stuff, that get down to under 30,000 this year at the Globe Life Field.
So for
what
me,
are we talking about?
for me as a viewer, I'm like, AEW All In looked grand. It looked huge. Again, not WrestleMania, but stadium show. It looked good on television. The wrestlers looked great on television. It was great. And then you put them in a studio at Walgreens and say, put on 3 weeks worth of television.
They can't draw. That's why they're there. Who is a star in that company? We had this discussion a couple weeks ago. There's not a person in that company, and I'm sorry, right now, even MJF falls into this category, that no one is going to draw people. There is not a star there.
And let me give you the bigger issue.
There isn't.
Let me give you the bigger issue. 9 months of AEW television was Jon Moxley and the Death Riders.
Killed it.
Not showing the AEW title was a stupid story in itself, but that was their main story.
I've heard
that was the main thing.
I've heard you can't miss me if I don't go away. I get that, but I mean it's the title. Big criticism for WWE, right, was always Brock would have the championship and not wrestle, or Roman wouldn't be there and he's a champion. And of course, AEW does the thing where John's there all the time, but doesn't have the title out.
Which, by the way, I kind of fear that WWE might go down that path next year.
I don't know.
I kind of fear that, especially if Roman.
I don't see either one of them winning a championship.
Roman, I see winning a title, and that kind of scares me. But back to this. You spend 9 months on the Death Rider story. So, okay, you pick Hangman Adam Page, which I don't think that was the right call, but fine. You pick the guy to overcome all the odds to win the title. I think it should have been Darby, but fine. You picked Hangman. The Death Riders never went away. The Death Riders, okay, fine, they're in a different storyline.
They added new members.
But they added new members.
They got stronger.
And they're dominating television. They never went away. So, for me, it's like I invested 9 months in a crappy storyline to get a one-day payoff, and then, everybody's back. That's what WCW did with the NWO. Sting won the title, but the NWO actually got stronger and actually created a second faction as opposed to winning the title. Oh, and by the way, Sting, at least Hangman still has the title. Sting dropped the title immediately right after winning it in '97. So
it's insulting to our intelligence to say that this is the best year you've ever had.
Well,
based on what? What metric are you looking at? What crowd have you seen that's been bigger than 2019, early 2020, even after the pandemic, when you had Punk for that little bit of time? Like, No. Absolutely not.
And then
people are okay with him saying this. It's like, no, he's literally lying to you.
Well,
you don't know. Yeah, we do. We went to a show.
The thing is now,
all 2,000 of us went to a show. This is supposed to be the competition.
Mm-hmm.
They can't even draw a fifth of what WWE does. And we're talking about this being competition. TNA is drawing bigger crowds. TNA. Come on.
And
what is this?
And we've been saying for a long time, it's like WWE is, this ain't 2024 WWE, 2025 WWE, there's a lot of cracks, right?
They're not. No, this is not a shimmer like, oh, WWE is this great, amazing product. No, they are vulnerable, especially right now, because the booking is not there yet. They don't have a story that's like, oh, the Vision thing could have been something, but Seth, unfortunately, that happens. Now, what they do next is going to be important, but they have an opportunity with Braun to put them in that spot where they could be set for the next 15 years. But will they actually pull the trigger? Who knows? But this is AEW's opportunity. It's been their opportunity all year long. And they sat on the Death Rider story, like you mentioned. They're still doing the stuff. They didn't disband. Moxley didn't go his own way and do his own thing. Like, it's all still there. And you're just waiting for that day where he wins the title back and then you don't see it again. Like, you're just waiting for it.
It's going to happen.
Because Hangman has not been a good champion.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
Their numbers have gone down since he won the championship. Their attendance has gone down since he won the championship. If you don't believe me, look it up. WrestleNomics puts out ratings and all that stuff every single week.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy to follow.
And Hangman's not a dynamic enough A-level character to carry on his world. Are they great matches? Sure, but not A-level. So then there's the other factor, too. You know, we talk all about the stories not coming through and fulfilling, right? All right, family friendly. Hey, WWE, higher ticket prices. Talking about area of vulnerability here, higher ticket prices. We're going to AEW's credit, we're going to keep the prices at a reasonable level so that your kids can go to AEW and experience AEW. So then, when you take your kids to AEW, everybody is cursing a storm in a promo. Cutting open, blood, glory, every match. Blood.
I would pay double for WWE tickets. I have a son. You guys have seen him. He was on the show earlier today. I would pay double for WWE tickets over paying for cheap AEW tickets to take my son there. I would not take him to that show. And it's by design. They have said their key demo is 19 to 48 or whatever it is, or 19 to whatever, 44, whatever.
18 to 49.
18 to 49, whatever. Like, they're missing the boat. They
you
really
can't
are.
say you're family friendly and then
you're not.
You have the blood and guts match.
My God.
Where like the women are cut open 2 minutes into the match.
There's so many.
And we're not even joking about that. That happened.
Half the Moxley matches. Like
every Moxley match.
I'm trying to give him a little bit of grace, but still, like, no, this is. And we did the report a couple weeks ago when WWE was talking about the TKO. We need to gear towards more towards like an adult audience. Like, no, you don't. We talked about this. My child has spending power because I'm spending for him. It's something to do with them. Our parents took us to these shows. All this stuff. Like, they're dropping the ball. They have an opportunity, especially with WWE not being where it was when the peak Bloodline 2022, 2023 stuff, with Cody coming through and finishing the story. Since then, there's been this opening. And all AEW has done has get worse. By the rating standards, by the attendance standards, and by the actual product on television. I don't buy that we had a good wrestling match because we did a bunch of crazy moves. Why? Why was he able to do 15 super kicks in a row or jump off the top rope 4 straight times and get up like nothing happened? Like, that's just not professional wrestling. It's not.
Oh, yeah, the shows they did after Cleveland was at the ECW arena for weeks. And again, it's television. I can understand on the AEW people. And here's the interesting shift that they have had. Tony this year, because there was a point last year, maybe 2 years ago, where they were just lost in terms of what should we do? Should we balance out some of the WWE? And the company has made a choice to lock in with the sickos. They've made that choice. So you will have the sickos. I'm sure when we clip this and we put this on the TikTok, you're going to have angry AEW fans on the comments. And we're fair people. We haven't blocked anybody.
Oh.
So, like, it's not like you're not free to express your opinion and stuff. We are well open to it. But I ask every single time, like, do you watch AEW? Do you do this? Because we track all the stuff we do for our show.
So what's the redeeming quality in all this? Because they have good matches? You can't. You didn't see this story and that story and this story. Like, no, we pay attention. Even if we don't watch the show, we watch clips. We look at the stuff. We look at the reviews. We look at everything. Like, and we did watch the show for multiple months. Again, we tried.
I truly believe if we were continuing the AEW, I'd
have an aneurysm.
This show would not see episode 100.
Because it just blows my mind because we talked about this. They have talent there. There is talent on the roster, obviously. They wouldn't still be around if there was no talent because bad booking and no talent equals cancellation really quick.
Right.
And he was really coy about the sale of Time Warner and all that stuff and, like, who knows what's going to happen or whatever. We feel really confident because we're one of those brands. It's like, dude, like, not everyone's dying. People are dying to have WWE on because they have TKO behind them. They have all this stuff. Like, not many people care about you right now. This is your only network that really gave a crap. Fox didn't want Shockwave. They don't want this.
That was supposed to debut this week, by the way.
Yeah, no. They brought that up, too. He's like, I think we're letting it go. We're not doing anything. Really, you think? You can barely get 2 of these shows out properly. You want to get a third? Like, dude, no. Like, I would cut Collision immediately and focus everything in the Dynamite. I cut the roster. I do everything, and we're going to actually book it and make sense. First order of business is Darby Allin is our superstar.
My first order of business is get a new lead play-by-play man.
Yeah, and you've got Riccaboni in Ring of Honor that could be perfect for that role. Like, he's a good announcer. You've got Bryan Danielson, who at least he's a name. He could be the color guy. Tell him, go be goofy. Be goofy Bryan. Like, go. Like, don't be serious, whatever it is. Be like the fun color commentator guy, and then pull someone in to do the main thing. You couldn't get Morrow to go in there and do that if you paid him enough?
Yeah, that would be great.
It'd be a fun pairing right there.
That would be
and
great.
Taz can be the third guy because Taz is fun. Taz is a fun guy to have around.
Taz can still deliver. I know he's injured right now.
If we're sold on the 3-man team, which apparently they are, or whatever it is, good. Mm-hmm. Get rid of Mask Face. Let him go back to PWG and wrestle again if he wants. I don't know if he even can. No one remembers the first stint of it anyway, so who cares? No reason to wear a mask. You're not even... Is he even Latino? Is he even from Mexico or anywhere?
I don't know.
It's like Sami Zayn wearing a mask. It's like, it doesn't make any sense anymore. Let it go. And he did.
If you want us to talk more AEW...
Don't.
Let us know.
No. Please don't.
We'll find in our hearts to pull something of sort. We'll pull a clip that's suitable for kids.
Ariel said, "Oh, you're the last like real thing on pay-per-view because obviously UFC's going to Paramount Plus in 2026 in January. They're starting over there. How does it feel like to be the last one?" He's like, "We try to make it real affordable. So now it's only $39.99 for pay-per-view if you already have HBO Max, which you have to pay $15-20 a month for anyway. So really, you're still paying $50, $60 that month for the pay-per-view. Do you see how stupid this is?"
I have a homework assignment for you.
No, I'm not doing anything related to this. You know what? I am 31 GD years old. I'm done with fucking homework.
I have a homework assignment for you.
Don't repeat that, Colton. Thank you. Good man.
I need you to pull in Tony Storm promo from AEW, AEW's Tony Storm, that does not contain any vulgar language.
No, I wouldn't be able to find one. Maybe like initial Tony before she went to this character, there was something. Maybe. Like, you know, still Rockstar Tony Storm, because she did that, I think, when she first went there. But I'm dipping back into the cauldrons deep.
Going deep in the digging in the crates.
Jeez. And find some vinyl records before I find her not talking about her coochie in some form or fashion.
SHWP10, that's the promo code, dubby.gg.
Coochie.
Get all that good stuff. So yeah, if you want the short answer, we pay attention. I record all the shows every week.
It's not good.
SmackDown. It's just not a good show.
That's why we don't
That's all
watch it. It's not good television.
It's not a good show.
And we're not saying by saying that, it doesn't automatically mean that we think WWE is great television either. Like, believe me, we struggle through some of those episodes we have to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but there's still a vast difference. The talent, he's right. The one thing he said in that interview was right. They have a really talented roster there. They do. There's a lot of talent on that roster. Unfortunately, half of them are injured or not on the fucking roster right now. Like Will Ospreay, Swerve Strickland, Edge, whatever. But like,
as they go into 2026, and
they better pray that someone.
It's not going to happen. But
I don't know who's buying Warner Brothers, but if it's one of the companies, and unfortunately, it's a lot of companies that own WWE's rights right now. Like, so they're in trouble.
So if you don't know on that front, then we got to go. Netflix, Comcast, and Paramount, Skydance. So Netflix and Comcast, Netflix and USA Network. So if they come on board, you got to offload.
And Fox doesn't.
AEW.
I think Fox is over professional wrestling. They don't want to do it anymore, obviously.
I think, Fox is.
If you got a deal to be on FS1, it wouldn't be on the Fox main channel. It wouldn't be.
I think when Fox acquired the rights to SmackDown, I think their executives thought The Rock was going to be on the show every week.
You probably told them.
Probably.
I'll be there.
Yeah, I'll be there.
I didn't say how many times I'll be there.
Yeah, I'll be there. Just like I'll be there for the John Cena heel turn. I'll be there.
No.
All right. We're done. Wow. Next week we'll be on live at some point on Black Friday, probably some point early on Black Friday. We'll be on there for episode 99. We'll be on for that. We will preview Wargames, a show that's on the PLE. So we'll preview all the matches, what should go down on that front, plus anything big going in. We do need to hear from Roman. I think that's the biggest thing this next week. Roman said he didn't want to see anybody till Christmas.
He's seen everybody before Thanksgiving.
Yeah. So we need to hear what's going on with that. Also, is there an actual substance of a women's war game feud, or is it just?
Well, yeah, AJ and Becky. That's like the only actual.
That
feud.
probably is. That's probably it.
And then the tag titles. Obviously, there's 4 tag teams at that point that are kind of just hanging out.
And then of course Cena and Dom and we already kind of previewed Nikki and Stephanie, but Cena and Dom.
Will there be a fifth match?
Could there be a fifth match?
It is one of the big four, so I mean you never know. They could try and squeeze another one in there. We'll see. Usually it's 5.
Yeah.
Usually. So maybe you do get Tiffany and Jade. Maybe in that case, 3 women's matches to 2 men's is pretty impressive.
Yeah. So that'll do it. If you want us to talk more AEW, stick a fork in it. We're done. Bye-bye.
Like Kobayashi. No.
No.